Hello po at isang magandang araw sa inyong lahat. Ngayon po ay January 9, 2023, the second Monday of the year. At welcome po sa the stock market today. Ang ating balita ay nabalita ko na po ito nung Friday pero ulitin lang po natin, RRHI at BPI. Ako po si Benji Chodoro, isang retired bank officer. Nag-start mag-invest sa Philippine stock market noong 2007. Araw-araw ko pong binabalita ang pinaka-latest news tungkol sa inyong paborito at pinaka-aktibong stocks sa Philippine market. Kung gusto niyo po ng content, niimbitahan ko po kayo mag-subscribe. Kung meron po kayong stocks na gusto ipa-review o may mga tanong tungkol sa Philippine stock market o tungkol sa wealth management, paki-comment lang po sa comment box at aking ipa-prioritize. Hindi po ako financial advisor. Mga sinasabi ko po dito ay hindi po financial advice. Huwag kayong alis dahil babahagi ko sa inyo ang ating financial headlines at ang resulta ng trading sa ating PSE ngayong araw, January 9, 2023. Dito lamang sa The Stock Market Today. Okay, ang ating headlines ay galing po ng BDO Securities. Ang una po, Philippine unemployment rate dips to 4.2% in November. GIR, ito po yung gross international reserves, rises to 96 billion US dollars in December. RRHI to acquire 4.4% stake in BPI. Ito po yung Robinsons Retail Holdings, which will be buying a stake in BPI. Then MERS is higher rates in January. So, tataas po ang ating presyo ng kuryente. Yan po. DOE plans to accelerate total electrification. So, ito po ang ating main news. Robinsons Retail to acquire 4.4% stake in BPI. RRHI is set to purchase a minority stake in BPI as its board approved the acquisition of the 4.4% effective equity interest of Aran Investment Pte. in the bank. We envision Robinsons Retail to become a leading retailer with excellent financial products for customers and suppliers alike, and the partnership with BPI simply accelerates its aspiration. We expect to generate more value by combining BPI's premium banking ecosystem with the consumer-oriented ecosystem of Robinsons Retail, complemented further by our digital businesses, said RRHI President and CEO Robina Gokongweipe. RRHI will be able to tap into the extensive consumer base of BPI to cross-sell products and services, while in turn giving Robinsons Retail Holding suppliers with the capability to tap into BPI's vast financial products to help fund their working capital requirements as they expand their businesses. Financially, the retailer will also receive a steady stream of dividends from one of the largest and most profitable banks in the country. Galing po ito ng BDO Securities summary, and sources were from the Manila Bulletin and the PSE Edge. The commentary says, the additional BPI stake acquisition of RRHI would effectively increase the Gokongwei Group's BPI stake to 10.4%, following the pending merger of BPI and Robinsons Bank Corporation. We will obtain details. Meron pa palang ito. Analyst briefing. We have a buy rating on RRHI with a target price of 79. So mamaya po tingnan po natin ang BPI at RRHI. In the meantime, nagpalabas po ako ng bagong video on the top 10 dividend paying stocks in the PSE index in 2022. Yung updated version at meron po akong original version. Yung updated po ay meron pong slight change dahil in-update po natin yung mga kumpanya sa 30 company PSE index. Okay po? So dalawa po ang aking pinalabas, pero ang updated po ay yung latest na pinalabas ko, yung I think it's just a 7 or 8 minute video summarizing the changes and the top dividend stocks in the PSE index in 2022. Okay, so let's now go to the index, before we get into that, i-share ko lang po ito, no? Meron po kasing weekly wrap itong PSE, itong BDO Securities, Philippine Composite Index, buoyed by improving macro data. So, meron po siyang the week in review ng sinasabi po niya, although it closed 6,667 last Friday, it is still up 1.5% week on week. Yung market analysis naman po niya, Philippine inflation quickened to 8.1% in December, bringing the full year average inflation to 5.8%, matching the full year 2022 BSP forecast. Concerns over high inflation, rising rates, and slowing economic growth will continue to weigh in on consumer and business sentiment. And there are stocks to watch. Tourism-related stocks such as Bloom, MAC, and SEB. And then consumer names also advanced like Monde, RRHI, and JFC. Telcos traded mixed. Converge is up 10.2%. Tel is up 5.2%. And Glo down 2.5%. Kaya tumaas po si Converge ay yung kanyang license, na-obtain niya po yung kanyang license to provide internet services in Singapore. We continue to prefer Tel and Converge over Glo. Yan po ang sabi ni BDO Sec. We reiterate our buys with Semirara, SEC, and NIKL. JGS gained 6.9%. as its airline and petrochem units are seen to benefit from easing oil prices while AGI fell. Then banks mostly rallied, BDO up 5%, Metrobank up 5.4%, and SecB 5.6%, but BPI is down 1.4%. Property REITs also slid last week. AREIT down 0.6%, RCR down 5.4%, MREIT down 5.4%, along with their sponsors Ali RLC. But MEG is up 3.5%. We still like AREIT, MREIT, and RCR, considering the attractive full year 23 forecast dividend yields between 6.7% to 8.1% and robust occupancy rate of about 96 to 98%. We also have buy ratings to their sponsors, Ali, MEG, and RLC, as they provide healthy earnings growth at discounted valuations. Okay, then there's another one here. No, I think that's it. Okay, so let's now check the PSE index on what happened today. Ang PSE index gained 122.27 points. Nasa 6790.24 na po, or 1.83% up, at bullish po ang ating mga indicators. RSI is at 63.51, while yung ating mga moving averages ay nasa ilalim, indicating an upward trend. Market activity, 148 ang umabante, 47 ang bumaba, at 43 ang hindi nagbago. Ang all-share index ay umakyat ng 1.59%. All our sectoral indices are up, and this was led by mining at 3.05%, followed by the financials at 2.21%. Yung most active stocks po natin ay SM, which ended flat at 900, followed by TEL, ASEN, BPI, BDO, Bloom, ICT, and SMPH. So titignan po natin ang anim na stocks. Ito po ay BPI and RRHI. And then tignan po natin si NIKL, which is among the most active stocks, followed by SEB, now, and tignan din natin si Converge, which is one of the most active stocks also. Okay, so dito po tayo sa BPI muna. And BPI, Ooh, what happened to BPI? Gaining 5 pesos and 40 centavos. Ito po siguro yung acquisition, ano? Ni Robinson's Holdings, ano? Kaya sumipa po ang kanyang presyo, and this is with volume, ha? And this is also what you call a breakout. May breakout po si BPI. So lahat po ng indicators natin before was just yung ating orange line is just piercing through, pero yung blue and black line ay well under the candlestick. Ang pwede po nating gawing support ay yung EMA 20 na nasa 100.03. 100 po ang pinaka-support niya. But the resistance ay pwede po nating ilagay dito sa 104 to 106. Actually po, resistance level na po siya. Pero let's do a 1-week chart, ha? Tingnan natin. Okay. Based on the 1-week chart, paakyat talaga siya. So, nasa 100 po ang support. And, balik po natin sa 1 day. Kasi right now, ang nakikita ko pong resistance based dito sa 1 day chart ay nandito po sa area to, no? Somewhere here. Nasa 104 to 105. So, ito po ay paakyat po si BPI. And because this is a breakout, we expect in the following days na magkaroon po ng activity po dito. Maaari pong ang mangyari ay magkaroon po ng consolidation and then followed by a continuation na paakyat yung stocks because of the volume here and the surge here, which is 5.57%, which is the highest in more than 2 weeks. Yan po. Kasi po, high level na po ito si BPI. So, more or less po yan pong aking estimate dyan. 104 to 106 resistance level na po siya. Next, we have RRHI. Tingnan natin si RRHI on how it's doing. Uy, umaakyat po siya. Dito po siguro yung news. Ano? January 4, nakakarinig na po sila. And then, nagkaroon ng konting consolidation followed by a continuation here with volume. But this is not a breakout. Because, ang rule po sa breakout is that the increase is the highest in the past 2 weeks. Yung increase po ay hindi po highest. Ito po ay second highest lang. No? So, 5.98 noong January 4. Pero ngayon po ay 2.18%. Nevertheless, this is po a good sign that the stock is finally moving up. Yung support po niya nandito sa area to, nasa 54.75. Samantalang ang nakikita ko pong resistance nasa banda rito po, 60.23. So 58.50 is near resistance level. Okay, after RRHI, sa mining naman tayo, NIKL. NIKL naman ay, naku, umaakyat po si NIKL, ha? And there is a surge. The first breakout is here noong January 3, then January 4, and then nagkaroon po ng consolidation. So nagkaroon po ng continuation plus consolidation. Meron pong volume, ha? Ito po yung volume niya. And then now, nag-surge siya uli. And this is the second breakout sa NIKL. So, ang previous support niya ay nandito po 6.31. Ngayon po ay nasa 6.71. Hanapin po natin ang resistance niya. Yung next resistance level, I see it somewhere 7.33. Yan po. Yung next resistance level. Dahil po meron pong resistance dito sa area to noong May and June, samantalang ito po ay support level na naging resistance. Balik po natin sa 1 day. Yan po. So, bali po, ang pinaka-resistance level po niya is at 750 and NIKL is bullish and probably because of the NIKL prices. So, tingnan natin kung makikita natin yung nickel prices. May nickel po ako dito eh. Okay, paakyat po ang nickel. Oh. Yan po. Ito yung nickel futures sa US eh. Okay? So, maganda po ang trend ng nickel prices and that is reflecting on nickel. Next, we have Cebu Pacific. Nagre-recover na po si Cebu. Yan, breakout po si Cebu Pacific. Ha? The first breakout occurred here, January 5. And although this one is a small one, pero ito po yung unang breakout po niya. No? 3.22 and this is 3.63. But this is 2 weeks. 2 weeks ang highest in the last 2 weeks. So, nagkaroon na break po niya yung kanyang pinaka-support dito na 38.68 at nag-form po siya ng resistance dito sa area to na ngayon ay support. Ngayon, after a 1-day consolidation dito, nagkaroon ng another breakout with a lot of volume. Ito po ay the second breakout. At nasa resistance level na po siya. Actually, dito po yung next resistance level. Nasa 42 o nasa 42.75 but it's very near. Actually, resistance level na po siya. Area po kasi ang support and resistance. And it is already overbought. Pero with this trend of things here, obserbahan lang po natin si Cebu Pacific, ano? Because travel is now resuming and tourism is already resuming, except that may problema po tayo sa tourists from China. Yun lang naman po. But travel and tourism is increasing and so is the Cebu Pacific stock. Tapos naman si Now Corporation. Si Now ay, nako, talagang lumalarga si Now. It has been moving upwards and it is bullish. Elevated po yung kanyang RSI which is overbought, ano? And the trend is upwards. So, ano ba masasabi natin dito? Let's draw a parallel channel. Slight overshoot, but more or less this is for the parallel channel on, or well, more or less yan po, no? Ulitin natin. So, let's look for, so, siguro yung trend line na lang ang i-draw natin. One trend line is this. Another trend line is this. So more or less po, yan po ang movement ni Now Corporation. So more or less parallel channel pa rin, ano? So, sabi natin dito, umaakyat po si Now Corporation with support. I see it here based dito sa trend line at 235. Samantalang nasa 260 po, mga 270 po ang resistance level po niya. Bullish po siya and the RSI is elevated overbought. So, konting ingat lang po tayo dito. Ingat po tayo dito sa Now Corporation at bantayan po natin kung meron po tayong posisyon. Just ride the trend and if there are changes in the trend, ay umaksyon na po tayo. Have your stop loss ready. Next, we have Converge. So, recently, na bag po niya. Yan, bullish po si Converge. Ha? Bullish po siya. And then finally, it is already moving upwards with RSI at 69.22, almost overbought. So, it reached almost oversold levels and it went as low as, ang low po niya ay 11.02 dito po sa bandang November. So if we were able to catch that 11.02, congratulations po. Let's measure, no? From this point here up to this point here, if you bought the stock, assuming lang po, there are 38 bars or 38 transaction days and the increase was 63% po ang increase po nito from 6.95 to 18 pesos. Yan po. And it is just in a matter of 2 months, November 9 to January 9. So there are a lot of opportunities in the stock market, and maganda po mag-invest kung meron po kayong tools in determining which stock to buy. Okay po, yan po ang ating report sa stock market, ika-siyam ng Enero. Don't fail to watch my video on the top 10 dividend-paying stocks in the PSE Index, updated and revised version. Tapos Benji Chidoro, nagpapaalala, an investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Maraming salamat sa inyong pagsubaybay. Hanggang sa muli. Stay safe, God bless, and bye for now.